ramblings and talk about life and their hurdles, its hurdles, and all and everything in between. So today we talk about individualism and celebrating ourselves as we are like different people, different cultures, different ventures also, and different perception and opinions. Nowadays, it's getting hard when you give your own opinion. It's either criticized harshly or put down or all that. But I I remember back in the day. I'm saying that like I'm an old person, but I am. I'm in my 30s. So to some people, I am old. Back in the days, people will not get offended if somebody, as long as you have strong conviction and you know yourself, you've accepted who you are, and no one can shake in that stance. Um, of late, we are seeing like self-esteem. It's not talked about that much. People are not strong-willed, I might say. And as a person who has gone through suicidal thoughts and tried when I was much younger at around age 12 years, um, then it was like, I'll say for me, looking back, mine was like a piling up of events when family friends helped me out. I'll say it was a call for help, but then again, it took time before I realized what I had to do to get out of that hole of deep depression and also be like, okay, I'll say most people don't have someone to help them. And I applaud my mom for taking me to the youth retreats. It helps because at least you'll find different individuals with different perception of life and hear stories. I remember there's one retreat, youth retreat I went to. It was it was about abstinence, and abstinence not just from sexual activities but also from drugs and all that. And I remember one testimonial that we had, a lady, how she grew from hardship, that when she was young her mom was a single parent and her mom was a prostitute, to say the least. And she saw that when she was so young, and it really impacted in her life. And then later on, when she was still that toddler, she was abused by a couple of her mom's customer, and the mom didn't care about it. And when she grew up, she opted to date ladies. And then her being whatever she went through when she was young, while she was dating ladies, she was dating toxic ladies. So it became so toxic. And then with time, she had to look for first to heal her inner child before like embarking on better life and embracing life in the positive outlook and all that. So as much as we say that we should keep the past in the past, we do forget that that past has made the person that you are right now. Welcome. Hi, Supal. So you cannot leave that past behind because it has groomed you, it has strengthened you, or whichever the case, it has shaped you to the person that you are right now. For me, I chose to look. It sometimes it's sometimes bothersome to some people that I look at life in the positive light. I live in a motto of I don't live with regrets. If I've done it, I've done it. If I've not, I've not. And I can, if it's something that I can rectify, maybe later on, it's okay. But before that, if I've done it, I've done it. If I've not, I've not. And that's how I live. Like right now, I embrace positivity around me. I embrace being happy. I really value me being happy. And if I want to cry, if a lot of emotions have just like overwhelmed me, I'm overwhelmed, I cry it out. My pillow has seen a lot of tears, and it's healthy. I sometimes you just need to relieve it and just let go, both men and women, because sometimes we tell men that they should take it. No, they shouldn't. If it's something that so absurd and wrong, why should they? If a woman can't take it, why should a man? We live on that standard of leveling the playing field. And I'll say, if a man wants to cry, cry. You wonder why women live long. We either cry it out or talk about it and just lash it out. Like, just embracing, if you're an emotional person, you are an emotional person. So let it out, be yourself. Don't be afraid to show it. It's not a cup of tea for everyone. Even if they reject you about it, just be you. Sometimes you just need to put your foot down and say, this is me, take it or leave it. And those who embrace you will stay. Those who don't, they might as well go. That's why, that's how I live my life right now. If you're not somebody that, not that we cannot disagree, also disagreements are healthy at times, not the extreme ones. You can have those debates and you can agree to disagree, listen to somebody's opinion, don't bash them because of that. If it's something that it's way off with the reality, at least learn about a person's perception and the thought process. If it's something that you can learn from, it's something that you can learn from. If it's something that you don't want to learn from, it's your choice. Life is, I don't know why we forget that we are given choices. You can do good, you can do evil, you can do neutral, you can just be just watermelon, as we say it here in Kenya. It's a choice, it's a personal choice. We have gone so far off of embracing a person as they are. uh I don't have any issues about love, people's love life. Actually, that's different than people's sexuality. I don't know when we decided that we have to announce to everyone your sexuality or whatever you want to do. That should be something private. If that's what you want, your preference, that's on you. But now we see some people even doing it with animals, really. And it's a kink to other people. Wow. Damn. Like I say, embrace people's individually, but if you're not comfortable with it, like I am not comfortable with that side, I will not accept it. Sure enough, we should also celebrate people's opinions. It might be crazy and so out there, but it's their opinion. If it's something that you can, like, you can have an not argument as per se, but a debate about it, and then you can find a middle ground that you're right or you're wrong, or whichever middle ground you find yourself in, well and good. So yeah, embracing individuality is something that it's gone off, way off. um Also, I came up with this topic. It's about, people say race. Here in Kenya, it was a big issue back in the day about tribal, but nowadays, at least people are, a lot of generations that we have come from intermarriages from different tribes. Kenya, we have about 40, about now 50, because we're also counting the different foreign countries who have been here for the longest time. And yeah, we accept them. So they are part and parcel of this land. Now, that time we never understood, like us growing up, tribalism, much as racism, is something that is taught. Like when you are kids, you are not taught to hate, or you don't know how to hate, because now it's when you just go, like your first class in kindergarten or play group or whichever class you start in school, and you find kids there, you don't know their background, you don't know where they come from, you don't even know their full name. But when you're just there as kids, you just play. That's why it said kids have the purest hearts, and also toughest critics, because they don't care. They just say what they just plan. They'll just be blunt to you and tell you it is what it is. So when you play in the class or wherever, playgroup, say like playground, and you just find a kid, and the kid is playing a game you like, you play, and you're just happy, you just click to somebody, and then you know just one name. And no, so when we get back home, you hear parents, so like from an early age telling you, I wouldn't like you to marry into such and such culture. Hatred is taught. So yeah, for me, growing up, there was one culture my mom was not comfortable, and later on I used to tease her about it. I would say, the things that you hate always comes to you, no matter how you put it. So if you hate something, that's actually what the children are attracted to most, because they want to know why. They are asking the question, why do you hate that? Like, if you say, like, I remember when you're teenagers, you're told, oh, we don't want, your parents will say, we don't want bad boys, and that's the people you're just drawn to because they say don't. I have a theory of, whenever you're told not to or don't do something, that's when people do it. Look at drugs. People are told it's harmful and don't do it, and it's actually illegal. And you'll find people drawn towards the illegal stuff more, because living life at the in the at the edge of life, like risk taking and putting life to the limit, it's so I'll say it's attractive and appeasing. Like I say, it's not for everyone. I, for one, I do hate smoking, and I do hate smokers. Uh, Funny thing, I hate that, and then I get attracted to people who do that. I had It's a theory, but I've tested it and seen. Yeah, whenever it's said don't, we do. So what if we are told do? I think that's when we don't. That's my theory. So yeah, even government should look at it that way, making bills. So when they tell people don't, they should tell people do, and then you'll see, like, people tend to go opposite of whatever you're telling them. So yeah, um, so celebrating our uniqueness also, it's something that it shouldn't go without saying, but it seems like we do need to insist on it, because imitation, we say imitation is the best form of flattery, but hey, uh like, let me give an example. Like the dance challenges we see in different TikTok videos. I'll say, why is it that one song can have the same dance style done with different people, instead of everyone listening to the music and dancing, like hearing the flow of the music and the rhythm, and guiding you to dance on your own choreography, and we can look at, say, oh yeah, this one is best. But now if you're judging, let's say like everyone is doing the same challenge, same technique, same dance style, it's becoming too monotonous. We are living in a world of monotony, like the same thing over and over, repetition. That's why I say celebrate uniqueness. If you hear music, dance the way you feel, your body is moving with the beats, and showcase your talent. But now if you just everyone is doing the same, okay, it's a challenge, but put a little bit of spice, do something different from the rest so that you can say, oh yeah, okay, if it was done like that. Yani, it can even like spark a talk about it, and at least we can see the talents, the different types of talents. That's why we should embrace the uniqueness. That's why even in football clubs, everyone has their their own way of scoring a goal. Even in basketball, we know Steph Curry is a court to court scorer and all that. So yeah, embrace your own. Like, hmm. I for one, I embraced not choosing makeup. It's a choice. I don't do makeup. I went back to my natural hair. And yeah, and I love it. I remember there's a time in high school, people used to ask me, question me, why are you not into the fancy, the girls, like, oh, a lot of lotions, skincare routines, and I'm like, some of them back then used to have a lot of mercury, and I could smell, and the scent of mercury gave me a heartburn. And then they're applying on their faces, so it will be like, wow, okay, continue applying chemicals. But for me, it just burns just by smelling it. No, I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, embracing individual, like uniqueness, be yourself. If it's, I see nowadays peer pressure is becoming apparent and very high. Another thing with the challenges, and some of them are dangerous for even kids. And you see nowadays kids are like tech savvy. They're every, like parents have bought them, that's like their nanny, their teachers, and they're online a lot. And if you're not careful or protected the devices you've given them, or even limiting the time they're using that device, they look like zombies whenever you take it away from them. It's like people having withdrawal symptoms from hard drugs. Anyway, yeah, today is just telling you, just embrace the individual yourself, loving yourself as you are. Yeah, I am tired. I just got home from work, so I'm drained. And then I was like, yeah, it's Tuesday. And talk about being yourself, loving yourself, embracing yourself. And if you need, like, let's say, talks about being strong-willed and sticking to the decision you have, yeah, there are people who can help you. I am also here. If I can help, I'll be very glad to. So today it was just that. I am tired, I'm hungry, and I need a hot shower. See you next Tuesday. Bye.